Subscribe to Rajshri Food and click on the bell icon for more updates.
This recipe is for all you paneer lovers from my kitchen to yours. This is Paneer Tikka Masala Biryani. Hey guys, it's Varun Inamdar and welcome to Rajshri Food. Let's begin. Heat a vessel on high flame, and this is actually the same vessel in which we're going to build the entire biryani. First things first, I'm using a mix of mustard oil and regular oil. Why? Because mustard oil goes very well with tandoor and smoky flavors, and vegetable oil just to kind of balance that entire flavor out. But of course, you're free to use any kind of oil. You can also use ghee if you please. Once the oil heats up, let's start adding in the garam masala. In this case, very simple, very basic: bay leaves, stick of cinnamon, and some cloves. I'm reserving one for the rice. Along with this, let's add in red onions. Once the onions just kind of begin to turn translucent in color, I'll add in chopped tomatoes. I need to cook this till the tomatoes are well cooked, soft and mushy. I'm adding salt at this stage so that the tomatoes and onions kind of start cooking further by releasing extra moisture. Along with this, let's also start adding in chili along with some spices. First things first, slit green chilies and the powder spices, beginning with garam masala, of course, turmeric or haldi powder, red chili powder. Well, this one is more to do with flavor than color because that is the need of the recipe. When the tomatoes become nice and mushy, if you can come closer and have a look, at this stage we start adding in the rest of the ingredients. To begin with, curds. Mix this well and add in coriander leaves, half of it. Fried onions, again half of it. Well, if you need to know how fried onions are made, there's a detailed recipe in the description box below. Click on the link and that'll straight take you to making fried onions at home. Mix this well, and at this stage, very carefully, we need to add in pieces of paneer. Well, you can fry the paneer, blanch them. I don't fancy all of those techniques. I use just paneer cubes. With this, we also need to add in some wedges of potatoes, well, my favorite and optional. To this, let's also add in some fresh lemon juice, well, nice and tangy and just perfect for a biryani like this. Ensure that you collect all the seeds, one quick stir, and your basic masala is done and ready. A quick step to take this, of course, to another level, and that is smoking this. How? We'll see that in a while. But simultaneously before that, I've kept some water to boil. To this, I'm adding in a bay leaf and salt because this one is actually to cook the rice. Salt this enough because all of this water is going to be drained later. To this, I'm also adding in some fried onions. Well, this flame goes off because the masala is actually done and ready, but a quick way of smoking this and bringing that element of tikka masala, and that is charcoal on an open flame. Ensure that it turns nice and red in color so that the embers are kind of burning, and after that, a quick trick. While the charcoal is turning red, let's start cooking the rice because the water has also come to roll boil. Well, this is long grain basmati rice, which has been washed at least twice thrice and then soaked in cold water for at least 20 minutes. Let this now cook till it's almost 3/4 done, and that's where you have the most perfect biryani rice. While the rice is getting cooked, let's quickly smoke the paneer mix. I've kept the burning ember right on top, adding in like a teaspoon of oil, and cover this just for 30 seconds. And trust me, that's going to be the most amazing smoked biryani ever. Let's open this. And like I said, a nice smoky tandoor flavored biryani. Let's move the coal off. And because I timed this recipe accordingly, the rice has just kind of cooked perfectly well in time. So this goes straight on top of the paneer. But in case you can't time it right, what you need to do is prepare this in advance, drain it, and then add in the rice very lightly, like so, without pressing it. It has to be nice and almost fluffy. With this, the last few grains of rice, without pressing, without applying any kind of pressure, let's add in a few more ingredients. The remaining amount of coriander leaves, by the remaining amount of fried onions, and finally, for some creaminess, I'm adding in a cupful of milk. Well, this is extremely essential because if you notice, the earlier masala was dry. If you do not add this, your biryani will be absolutely dry and the masala will have no fun. On low flame and covered, this needs to cook on dum for at least 15 minutes. With this, off goes the flame and our Paneer Tikka Masala Biryani is done and ready. Now this pot needs to settle for at least 10 minutes with the lid on because all the steam that's actually been rolling in needs to settle and that fluffs up the biryani. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to Rajshri Food and make this for your family and friends. Bye for now.